Eye-opener, a fiery plane crash in South Korea. The investigation underway as the death toll continues to rise.
Thick fog blanketing our area this morning. The impact.
Rhondella, Richardson.
And I'm Jennifer Eagan. AJ is in for Kellyanne this morning. So AJ, is this fog going to last through the morning? Everyone is okay.
And our Danae Bucci is in Bedford with what happened and the urgent safety reminder from officials this winter.
Officials tell me it's just way too early to be out on any ice right now, especially as temperatures fluctuate above and below freezing.
We're getting reports that 2 people have...
Water rescue tool. I'm told all of the Bedford Police Department cruisers has one inside. In Bedford, Danae Bucci, WCVB News Center 5.
Christmas may be over, but the busy travel season is still underway with millions of people returning home after the holidays.
But there are some major complications. Right now, severe storms across the country are causing headaches for travelers. The Eye-Opener's Brianna Borghi is live at Logan Airport. So, Brianna, what are you seeing there this morning?
Jen, Rhondella, you have caught us in a bit of a lull here at Terminal A. Very quiet right now. We know it ebbs and flows throughout the morning. But as you mentioned, that severe weather across the country is not making it easy for travelers during the holiday rush here. Now, yesterday, close to 10,000 domestic flights forecasted over the next couple of days here. So we might see some impacts for flights there as well as we head into the new year. Just be aware of that. We're live at Logan Airport. Brianna Borghi, WCVB News Center 5.
Thanks for the update, Brianna. A man is behind bars in Salem this morning after police say he tried to rob multiple people at knife point. He was arrested
for 2 suspects who they say broke into a Roxbury gas station. Officials believe these 2 men broke into a Shell gas.
In Boston are planning ceasefire vigils today. It's a collective call for peace in the Middle East. This afternoon at the State House,
Homelessness is shining a light on the growing crisis in America. The Department of Housing and Urban Development says the amount of power now, President-elect Donald Trump is weighing in about the future of an immigration program for skilled workers. It has been the subject of a social media feud between some of his biggest allies for days now.
Washington correspondent Jackie DeFusco joins us with more on that debate.
Jennifer, Rhondella, President-elect Donald Trump is clarifying his position specifically on H-1B visas. The program allows U.S. employees.
And now, and more than a dozen hurt in Florida after a train collides with a fire truck.
The moment of the crash caught on camera.
Plus, hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst. How skiers can stay safe amid an increased risk of
hitting the slopes today to take advantage of some warmer temperatures. But Mount Washington Avalanche Center is warning of an increased risk of avalanches. Experts in New Hampshire.
Hill is ringing out the old year with some major and unexpected accomplishments and ringing in the new with a good deal of anxiety about big challenges and drama just around the corner.
And Craig Sandler with the State House News Service joins us one last
is getting ready for a major event happening in Washington, D.C. next month, the return of giant pandas to the National Zoo.
The VI at 8:30, taking a plunge for a local baseball icon.
How the Gloucester community is coming together to remember. I'm Jennifer Eagan.
And I'm Rhondella Richardson with AJ Burnett. It's widespread.
You know, a few hours ago when I was, more than a few hours ago, when I was driving into work this morning, I actually at times was like, I have faith that the road is still here.
I know.
I'm not exaggerating. Like,
yeah.
it was tough out there this morning for sure. And we still have some really awful visibility.
More than 30 million people are facing the threat of severe weather this weekend. The Storm Prediction Center upgraded one of yesterday's tornado watches in the south to a particularly dangerous situation.
And that's a designation that only happens in about 7% of tornado watches. Here's ABC's Nicole D'Antonio with the details.
This weekend, severe weather.
Travel delays come as millions of holiday travelers make their way back home, or maybe they head to their New Year's destinations.
That's right. And the Eye-Opener's Brianna Borghi is live at Logan Airport with the ripple effects we're feeling right here in Boston. Good morning.
Good morning, Rhondella and Jen. We're in a bit of a lull right now. If you were here maybe 2 hours ago, lines snaking all throughout Terminal A here. But as you mentioned, severe weather definitely causing a little bit of trouble for travelers during the holiday rush. Even yesterday, more than 10,000 domestic flights were delayed. Flight status just to see if your flight is on time. And as AJ mentioned, rain forecasted throughout the week, so we may see some more impacts as we head into the new year. For now, we're live at Logan Airport. Brianna Borghi, WCVB News Center 5.
Thank you, Brianna. Officials say carbon monoxide levels were high when a Newton family of 4 was found dead in Wakefield, New Hampshire. As friends and relatives are grieving the loss, the tragedy is also having an effect on first responders. After a fire in Lynn. This happened at a home on Lewis Street yesterday morning. Crews responded just before
ALS. He launched a viral internet challenge that became a turning point in the fight against the disease.
Yeah, the Eye Opener's Ted Wayman takes us to Gloucester to the event honoring what would have been a really big birthday.
It all started right here on the North Shore.
Wednesday, ALS continues. At 8:39, despite the new funding deal, the federal government is headed for a debt default. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen releasing a letter to...
We are seeing images of a meeting between then Vice President Joe Biden and Chinese business partners of his son, Hunter. The newly released photos from the 41, it's time to decide. Did you get a gift for the holidays you really don't want to keep?
Some stores make it easier to exchange them.
His manager has confirmed Donchitz was to keep hundreds of stores open. The company recently announced it was...
Aldi is growing its North American footprint now. The chain is adding 17...
8:47 on your Sunday without any sun. We just have fog for folks mostly around here now.
Yeah,
I don't know what's worse, when you're coming out of your neighborhood and you really can't see anything, or if you get on the highway and you're still
I think it's just equally as ugly out there. I mean, it's hard to see for real, and that undoubtedly will have some rippling effects around here for both on the roads and in the air, too. And
flight cancellations and delays during the holiday travel season.
And our Brianna Borghi has been at the airport all morning tracking it all. Good morning, Brianna.
Good morning, Rhondella and Jen. It is actually pretty quiet right now in Terminal A. As you can see, if you're coming to check in for a flight right now, you are golden. Earlier today, the line was snaking around the terminal. So make sure you keep an eye on your flight status because the delays here have been ticking up throughout the morning just to see if your flight will be on time. We're live at Logan Airport. Brianna Borghi, WCVB News Center 5.
All right, Brianna, thank you. Those pilots know what they're doing, but it can't feel that good if you're looking out the window and you can't see anything on a plane.
I mean, having done that before, that's not a comfortable feeling. And it's not just the fog here, right? We've got severe weather going on down over the southeast, so there's lots of weather across lots of the country, and that could manifest itself in delays here locally too. So as Brianna said, your best advice is to call ahead. Impact weather tomorrow. We'll have showers coming through around midday, but they're fleeting. Tomorrow morning, we've got a dose of some heavy rain, gusty winds during the tail end of the morning commute. We get a break on Tuesday. It stays mild, and then more rain later Tuesday night into New Year's Day, very close to first night activities, so we'll keep a close eye on that.
Okay, tough driving, and you didn't mean you really had flown a plane. You were behind the wheel of a car.
Riding.
Gotcha. Okay. Clarification.